Coach Barrett from Equity Fitness, where we help people be healthy, fit, and have fun doing it. So, bar maintenance. A barbell can last a really long time. It's a giant piece of metal. It can last a really long time, but you have to take care of it. And what we're talking about today is daily maintenance. We're not talking about long-term maintenance. There's a lot of other things that you should probably be doing on a biannual basis, twice a year. Annual? Whatever twice a year is, whatever that word is. But this is daily. This is something that every time you use a barbell, you should be doing this. So the first thing is the idea of chalk. So the reason we chalk our hands is because our hands can start getting sweaty and then it gets slippery on the bar. So what we do is we put that chalk on our hands to absorb the moisture. And now without that moisture, we can get a better grip on the bar. So if we think about it, we do that on the barbell, that chalk stays on the barbell. What it's going to do is it's going to pull the moisture into that chalk's going to pull moisture into it. Now we have moisture just sitting on the bar, right? Metal, not a huge fan of water and oxygen. When you mix water, oxygen, and metal, that's how we get oxidation, and that's how we get rust, and that's why those barbells get a little of that rust flake on it. So brushing off that chalk is going to be the first step. So what we like to do is we like to start with a least abrasive and then get to the more abrasive. So we have nylon brushes. So we have like just a standard brush that we've used all the time. Now we have the Barbell Rescue. So it's a circle and there's nylon brushes on the inside, and you can just go up and down, and there's like 40 brushes in there or something, 20 brushes in there, and it gets all the little nooks and crannies. But sometimes that nylon just isn't quite stiff enough in order to get all the chalk out of the little crevices in the knurl. And then that's when we want to go to a softer metal. And that soft metal would be brass. So anytime you see that brass color brush, that's brass, or that like coppery color, bronze color, that is a softer metal, and it's going to be less abrasive on the bar, but it's more abrasive than the nylon. So it might hurt might beat up the barbell a little bit more, but it's going to get more chalk out of there. Then if we do that and we still have stuff in there, right? It's like caked on from sweat, or it's been a couple days or weeks or whatever since you've cleaned your bar, and then we're going to go to a steel brush or some kind of steel application. And that steel is much more firm, it's much harder, and it's going to stand up to that knurl, and it's really going to get into those little crevices of the barbell and really get all of that chalk out. So if there's chalk on a bar, we want to brush it off. Nylon, brass, then steel. And then finally we have sweat, right? Sweat has stuff in it, and all that extra stuff, the salts and whatever, and it's water, that is not great for barbells either, right? All those additional things that is in sweat just sitting on the bar, it's corroding that bar. So we want to wipe down the bars with some type of cleaner. The cleaner that we use is basically like bar cleaner. So if you ever go to a bar and they're cleaning glasses, it's like a blue liquid. That's what we use. So just make sure to get all the clean, gets it squeaky clean, get all that nasty sweat off, and clean it up. So that's what we want to do, again, every day. Especially if you sweated a lot on that bar, you're doing front squats and back squats and dripping, wipe that down, and that bar is going to last a lot longer. And then, like I said, there's some biannual stuff, some twice a year, 3 times a year stuff you can do for that bar as well. But those are the daily basics that we want to see with a barbell. So if you want to keep your barbell nice, do those things. Cheers.